Welcome to the Beer Monkey. Just one this time, just me. We're having to do some solo monkeying about with the beers just because of the lockdown restrictions currently in place in the UK. Rather than stop the show completely, we're just doing them by our lonesome, taking it in turns, coming in the shed, drinking some beers and sharing our musings. So here is Skirrid Welsh Bitter from Tudor Brewery. Before lockdown hit, we actually had one of these Tudor Brewery beers together, and it was the Winter Cheer. Way! And I seem to remember it being very tasty. That was a few weeks ago, but it was like a full-bodied bitter, really tasty. And that was the first Tudor beer I'd had, which gives me high hopes for this one, which is Skirrid Welsh Bitter, amber-coloured bitter, packed full of flavour. Pretty thin on the ground when it comes to the description there, but I kind of like that really because it doesn't sort of put words in your head before you've had a try of it. So yeah, it's very amber. Nice little head. Stick that there. Straight away I dived into the taste then. I'm really thirsty. I just wanted a drink. Sorry. Yeah, really, oh yeah, it is very full-bodied. It is quite a lot like, if my memory serves me right, it's quite a bit like that Winter Cheer. A full-bodied bitter with plenty of malt going on. Kind of old-fashioned. Smells like old pub. Kind of stands to reason as these are a traditional brewer, so they use traditional methods. It's all very artisan. If I'm really searching behind the kind of standard bitter, you know, seasoning and flavours, there's probably a hint of like berries there, some sort of berry. They don't tell you that's there, but I'm kind of getting that a little bit. Really, really refreshing. Bitter's not something I'd go to be kind of refreshed. I think that's kind of what IPAs are sort of good for. You know, you get the fruitiness and you get the crisp, cold flavours. This is kind of warming but also thirst quenching at the same time. The malt is quite sweet. I think that's why it's more refreshing than I would expect. I kind of did the bitter thing, you know, like many years ago it was sort of all I drank when it came to ale. You know, your standard supermarket bitters. This, you could tell, is a cut above. Definitely gives you more, doesn't bore you, you know, there's enough there to keep you interested. I would love to have that on draft. And it is bottle conditioned, so I don't know how that works. I'm still not clued up on all that business, but it's tasty. And it's Skirrid, I think, is a mountain in Wales, so it's keeping the Welsh thing going strong, which I like. I like the fact that it's got provenance and it's proud of where it comes from. And in the imagery, in the descriptions, in the naming, they really try to imbue that sense of belonging, and it gives everything a character. And whether it matters to the flavour or not, I don't know, but it just all adds to the experience, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? So, cheers. Thanks, Tudor. If you are enjoying these videos, please consider subscribing, hit that notification, and you'll be told when we do upload the videos, which are happening like maybe three or four times a week now. We'll be back to normal as soon as the lockdowns are restricted. Baz and I will be back together doing this, but this is good. This is good. It gives us a chance to actually focus on the beer rather than talk about crap and make awful double entendres and rubbish jokes. So, cheers.